I got a new camera. So we're shooting in 4K now. Look at this. It's focusing on my face. Did I really want to buy a new camera? No. But do I like this one? Yes. All right, so let's do this. Let's see how this mic sounds. I need to get an adapter for this thing. Cause like, I feel like, so way over here, baby come back. Hopefully it sounds good. I don't know. But she's a pretty camera, by the way. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm working on this beautiful custom quilt. I'm going to do a semi-custom quilt. Meaning, I'm going to custom quilt parts of it, and I'm going to have the computer quilt parts of it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I want you to see this beautiful art piece. I stitched this down. I stitched all this down and all this down. I'm going to try to see if I could kind of custom quilt this with a little bit less work. Ain't this delicious? This is some deliciousness. I did a video on these, like on my favorites. This is not a wide lens, so I'm trying to figure this out. So I'm just sharpening, and I am measuring like here. I wish I had the wide angle to there. One set of lines or two set of lines. This is the two set of lines and what it'll look like. I think that would look beautiful. This beautiful quilting looks like. I may come back and echo here, or I may leave it alone. Just depends. I may echo here. You see my imperfect sew stitches, but it's okay. I basted it down here. I wanted to quilt this area, but I can't until I turn the quilt around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it again, and I'm going to stitch all of this bottom piece down completely. I'm going to iron everything, pull the back fabric beautifully. Do I have back fabric puddling over here? The bigger quilts I've noticed, I end up having the issues with that back fabric the most. When it's like a long, like 100 or 120 quilt. Kind of stabilizing the bottom row. You see this puddling as I start pulling with my fingers. That fullness. And the fullness disappears like right here. Stop, needle down. Then I'm going to roll the quilt. There we are. And I don't want to be like stretched over, but when I'm trying just to do like quick, I'm gonna stick with her for like an hour. I want you to see how beautiful this quilting looks. I don't know if you can see it. I have marked this, so I worked everything on the horizontal. I call this semi-custom, but this whole thing is custom. I consider custom, fully custom, is where I am sitting on the long arm and I'm doing all the manual quilting. To me, semi-custom is where part of the computer is doing part of the work. Once I flip the quilt, I'll add another triangle here and another one here, and then do the side panels. Now I'm going to do the real custom work where I'm marking everything and then I'm quilting everything. Right now I'm trying to do some planning, and what I want to do is like quilt it here, go down here, go back up and go down here, and then maybe go here, do the same thing and just kind of follow this line. But I thought maybe it would make it smoother in getting this quilted quicker. I'm gonna go forward. I didn't do what I planned to do, but okay. That's how my life is. But she's heavy and she's big, and I am using these pencils. But you know, even just you go through it, they're expensive. These pencils are pretty expensive, and just doing a couple passes, like I flattened them out, so they're okay. They're working, so I guess that's what matters. It's doing what it says it was going to do. But I'm going to just be doing line work today. I don't know if I want to put my GoPro on. I don't know. Let's see. Yesterday, I hit a wall. Like, I was like, you could keep going. And I was making mistakes. And my body and my head, my body and my brain couldn't concentrate anymore. And so, because I think I custom quilted myself, where I'm doing the line work for about 4 hours. I even, after 3 hours, just stopped and gave myself a 30-40 minute timeout because my back was frying. And then I came back and just did another hour, I think. And then I was like, you could do some more, you could get more done. And I just, no, I couldn't do it. I was like, I'm hoping I could be up here for like 4 hours. I'm going to try to custom quilt it for 3 and get my groove on, and then switch the quilt around and let the computer do the rest of the work. But this is where we're at. All right, so let's start. I'm trying to find a better rhythm on how to do this. Kind of like go up, go down. Some of my lines are not perfect. Like I need to unstitch this line right here where I wobbled. Some of the lines are pretty good. I've never done a quilt like this, so this is in like I'm learning. I really am in the learning process. But I love the way this thread looks. And some lines are beautiful and consistent, and some lines are like questionable. But it started getting questionable when I started getting exhausted. I was using the line work on the quilt, but what I found is there's some areas, which this quilt is beautiful, I'm not knocking it, the seams are a little bit off in some areas, and so to create a perfectly straight line is a little bit difficult, but it's beautiful. I'm not knocking it. This quilt is gorgeous. So what I'm trying to do now is use the quilting foot to serve as my seam line, and I'm giving myself some grace. If the line is a bit off, it's okay. As a whole, you can't even notice the mistakes, but I see them. All right, let's see. I have finished this half of the quilt. It's so pretty. I think my lines are a lot better. I have a better kind of just the way I'm handling the ruler is helping. Let me show you how it looks from this far, because this camera. So all this half, I'm completely done with half the star. I'm going to start working on this part of the star, the bottom part. I'm going to just start rolling it, and I am literally stretching myself in weird positions to get to these spaces, but I think I have a better idea of how I'm going to work this. I am kind of struggling here, so what I did here is I just went this way, kind of like to give the star a different design. Here I'm going to go all the way down and come back up here, and then here I'm doing kind of like this, and I kind of messed up. So this is going to go this way, and this is going to go this way to give the star a little bit of a different design. I'm sure I could do it like I did here, but ugh. Anyway, it is what it is. And so, but I'm making a lot of mistakes, so I'm going to give myself a break. This is a lot. But I just need to do a couple of these and just kind of close it off, but everything else is done. So I'm going to take it down so I could kind of delight in it for a little bit. I am a sweaty lady and my hair is crazy, but all right, I'm going to let you, I'm going to just, look how beautiful the cross hatching looks. Now let me be honest. I tried to be as straight as I could be, and this is work. I have been up here since 3, I think. Let's see. I still need to work on here. No, here. This area, and this area, and that border. That border and that border. But gosh, she is beautiful. I don't know if I did the star right. It's gonna be okay. Oh, I'm missing a line right there. It's okay. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't know. Maybe I'll just quilt right there. I'm still just working down here. It's so pretty. Oh Lord, she's work. I am letting you know that this thing is a lot of work. She is a lot of work, but I've never done one. It's my first time doing something like this, and I'm learning a lot. And I like it. Look how beautiful she is. All right, I got my I changed from this big giant lens into my wide lens. That's my favorite. I love this thing. I need to, I don't know if I need to do anything else, but look how beautiful and expansive this looks. And we're on 4K. What? 4K? 4K? All right, me and my ridiculousness. All right, I just need to work on this end, and this is it, and I'm done with all the custom quilting. I think what I'm going to do is take this off the long arm, shoot it on this my wide lens that I love, and I had an adapter put on there. Yeah, let's see. I hope I did it right. This is editing What and I wanted to talk about what I was trying to share in this clip. In this clip, I went ahead and I got this little foldable little stepping stool that I bought at Walmart. What I was using it for is so that when I was standing doing some of that line work, I wasn't stretching on my toes. Literally, I used the step stool. Now, I'm not saying that what I was doing was right, but it was really helpful to get a long straight line when I was doing this quilt. What happens is I did it in short bursts. I ended up having to trim out and cut the thread constantly. So I felt if I did longer strips or longer pulls of quilting that it would have worked better. And it really did. But I needed the step stool. And so here you're seeing me using that step stool. I'm hunched over the long arm. Don't recommend that either, but I wanted to get done